Hello, and welcome to the fourth video in the Legends of Man video blog series. So you've got the same presenter as the first two videos, not wearing a shirt this time, just wearing a t-shirt, and the background is the same as the second video, but not the same as the first or the third. So if you can follow all that, then this bit should be easy, because this is all about Illiria itself, how it was created, why it was formed, and what events brought us up to the current plotline and where we're playing today. Yes, Marty, I can do secret sneaky bits to the camera as well. Illiria was created by the god Ikov. He's the god for law, order and natural progression. It was created as a human state. They were his invention and they were the ones that populated it. However, war broke out amongst the other gods, and the races they had created in other worlds began to suffer the effects of it. Ikov could not sit back and do nothing, so he plucked those creatures from their battle-stricken world and placed them into Illiria. Even though it wasn't really designed for them, he adapted it so that all races could live there. This is almost like having a split personality. As time passed, the war was forgotten. Many generations of man came and went. Even the oldest elven immortals passed from this life into the next. It was only a handful of elemental beings that had witnessed the war firsthand that could remember it and recall the stories for the future generations. As the races intermingled, a new importance erupted in Illiria. It became a place that was all about nobility and bloodline. The two most powerful houses became the Alok family, a human house who could trace their roots back to the beginning, and the Mondia family, a mixed race house of elves and Fey Island Fey. The most notable member to mention of either of the houses is Queen Myra Mondia, without a doubt one of the best loved monarchs that's ever ruled Illiria. However, she died, and there were circumstances surrounding her death that were considered suspicious. Ooh, mystery and intrigue. This caused a bitter rivalry between the two houses. The Mondia family were adamant that the Alok family had ordered Myra to be assassinated. They were wrong. The reality was much closer to home and far more sinister than they realised. Before Myra died, she gave birth to two children, Illiria Mondia, the future queen of Illiria, and one son by the name of Reuben. After Myra died, there was very little choice. Her husband Turgold Illir took over the throne and ruled as Prince Regent for 15 years. But he left Illiria without a word, leaving the throne empty with a daughter that was not yet old enough to rule. The Alok family swept in and took the throne from under the nose of the Mondia family, and there was little they could do about it. Lord Eugene and his wife Lady Isabella took control of Illiria literally overnight, with Isabella being crowned queen later that day. Their celebration was short-lived. The general from the Mondia army, a vampire by the name of Trisana Alcott, broke into the palace and murdered Isabella in her sleep, revenge for the death of Myra. Before Isabella died, she had two children of her own, a son named Andrew and a younger daughter named Andrea. Andrea was old enough to take over the throne and quickly became the queen of Illiria, despite being young and inexperienced. She was ably guided by her older brother Andrew and her loving father Eugene. There's not much more now, I promise. Andrea Alok ruled for little more than a year before a certain green-skinned race entered Illiria with the intention of taking over. Both families were forced to fight alongside each other to preserve the land they both loved. However, General Trisana Alcott from the Mondia family used the war as an opportunity to strike once again, killing Eugene Alok in the public court. With the master tactician dead, there was very little the Alok family could do, and they were forced to retreat. In the scuffle, Illiria Mondia, now old enough to rule Illiria, took her rightful place on the throne. The Alok family were exiled to Retaris. That brings us up to date with our current plot. So if you watch this one, and then the second video in the series, straight after it, you'll have the full story of Illiria, right up to where we are now, in the age 1515. That concludes part 4 of the Legends of Man video series. It's been quite a long video, so thanks for sticking with me all the way through. And as always, I'll see you in Illiria.